Hi there. Have you heard of alopecia? If you haven't, you are missing out on critical knowledge about a condition affecting millions worldwide. Alopecia is a term used to describe hair loss, which has become a common problem amongst people of all ages and backgrounds. If you or someone you know is dealing with alopecia, then you need to hear this. I have written a book that will change your life titled Alopecia, It's a Thing, Breaking Through the BS or the Belief Systems and How to Overcome the Emotional Struggles Associated with Hair Loss. Now, in this book, I reveal the little-known truths about alopecia, including its causes and symptoms and the treatment options available. This book contains practical tips and advice that have helped many sufferers of alopecia reclaim themselves and their confidence. But that's not all. In Alopecia, It's a Thing, I share personal stories from people who have gone through the alopecia journey and how they beat the condition to take back their lives. Now, these stories are a testament to the resilience and strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Whether you have been diagnosed with alopecia or know someone who has, this book is the perfect guide to help you navigate your way through the condition. Alopecia, It's a Thing was written for everyone. You don't have to be a woman with hair loss to understand this book, but you must have an open mind too. If you're ready to take control of your life and regain your confidence, then Alopecia, It's a Thing is the perfect resource for you. Visit my website, alopeciaitsathing.com, and let's journey towards an, if not hairier, but emotionally healthier future together. It's an ordinary skin condition known as alopecia areata. Alopecia denotes baldness, while areata means patchiness. The illness can result in hair loss on the scalp, face, and sporadically other parts of the body, such as the legs or the area under the arms. Alopecia areata patients typically have hair loss in the form of circular coin-sized patches on their scalps, but in more extreme situations, they may experience complete hair loss. As an autoimmune condition, alopecia areata causes the body's immune system to confuse healthy tissues for foreign invaders and start attacking them. Hello, my name is Stephanie Anderson, and welcome to the Main Health Show. Today's guest answered a social media post I made seeking volunteers to participate in a hair loss survey as research for my then upcoming book, Alopecia, It's a Thing, Breaking Through the BS or the Belief Systems. Little did I know about this powerhouse of motivation that lived approximately 8,900 miles away from San Antonio, known as the Bald Whisperer. Please, let me share a little bit about this phenomenal lady. Her name is Caren Venter. She is a proud alopecian and South African. Caren started Bald Whisperer in August 2022 to help raise awareness for alopecia. She admits to having a love-hate relationship with funky socks, stating that she tries hard to hate them but loves most of them. Now, Caren firmly believes efforts from a faint heart will not do. She doesn't for one moment believe that she is a victim for sharing her story, but knows that she is a survivor who wants to set the world on fire with the truth, that we are all created in the image and likeness of our perfect Creator. If God called her to it, He will help her through it. Now, this is a very special person that I'm happy to know and knew that I wanted to introduce to you, the Main Health audience. So, it is my pleasure to welcome Caren Venter, the Bald Whisperer.
Hi, Stefani. Thank you for having me.
When did you first start losing your hair?
My hair first started falling out in June 2020. I didn't think much of it at the time, as I thought it was stress related and because of medication that I was using at that stage.
What type of alopecia do you have, and when were you diagnosed?
In March 2021, I was diagnosed with alopecia areata.
Now, from that time until now, will you please share your hair loss journey?
After my diagnosis and already lost the front part of my hair, I had no other choice than to shave it all completely off. When my hair first started falling out, my scalp was so painful, tender and sore. And even today, till today, when I experience a flare-up, that's exactly the same sensations that I experience as well. I have since lost hair on my right arm and my eyebrows, as you can see. These are stickers. To tell you that my hair loss experience was easy would definitely be a lie. I remember standing in the bathroom, shaver ready in my hand, and staring at myself in a big mirror. I was so angry and frustrated. I bent over the bath and I shaved my hair all off. And when I came back up, mascara and tears was running down my face. I saw my reflection of my bald head for the first time in the mirror, and I thought to myself, oh wow, I do have a beautiful head. And since then, I had peace with my shaved head.
Now, eventually, you came to accept your diagnosis and became the Bald Whisperer. Can you explain the Bald Whisperer and your message?
Bald Whisperer is self-explanatory. I am bald and I don't have a voice. Through the Bald Whisperer, I would really like to convey the message that although I'm bald, I can be bold. And although I have a whisper with a raspy voice, I will not be silenced in my pursuit to tell my story.
Now, Caren, what would be the most important message that you would like to share with my viewers about hair loss?
The most important message I would like to convey is to break this perfect look stereotype that we get slammed with daily, especially we as women. I want to show people that we are all perfect just the way we are, because beauty comes from within. I want to encourage others, even if you feel different, that although I have a big shiny head, who I am is much more important than what I look like. Furthermore, I don't want to be another voice that just says, it's just hair, because I wish it was just hair, but it's not. According to society, that is the perfect picture of how a woman should look like. It affects you on a daily basis. And I refuse to let this disease steal my self-esteem, because behind every bald head, behind every woman, never mind how different you might be, there's a powerful story. One that could change someone else's life.
Do you have a favorite Bald Whisperer quote that you can share with us today?
A favorite Bald Whisperer quote, I'm going to read it. It says, hair doesn't define you. There's no better representation of beauty than someone who is unafraid to be themselves. I decided to be gloriously bald, cracked, worn, dented, because I've never heard of a clean, shiny sword that ever won a war. And me, I'm ready for battle.
Now, it's Women's History Month. Caren, who has been some of your female role models and positive influences in your life?
I come from a long line of amazingly strong women. My grandmother was 87 when she passed away. She's decided she wanted to do scuba diving. And on her 75th birthday, that is exactly what we did. Although it was in a deep scuba pool, she scuba dived. My aunt is 76 and she's still so strong and proud and healthy. And there's nothing that she can't do. Looking after me and being a stand-in mother, which is not always easy, she is really a pillar of strength to me. And then there's my own mother. Although she faced hard challenges from a very young age, she is the epitome of beauty, of courage, of endurance, and of being courageous. Never once did one of them allow me to bury my dreams. They always would encourage me, motivate me constantly to be the best me that I can be.
Caren, what would you say drives you and keeps you motivated?
People are uneducated where alopecia is concerned. And although I don't have all the answers, I do not even know all the questions. But I've been there myself. And I know everyone experiences alopecia differently. But I want people to relate to my story. I want people to start accepting themselves just as they are. Accepting that their purpose and their worth is so much more than what they give credit for. The meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. There is a big difference in knowing the path and walking the path. My goal is not to live forever. My goal is to create something that will. I do not aspire to make a living. I aspire to make a difference.
Self-care is so important, especially now. It seems like it is needed now more than ever post-COVID. What do you do to nurture yourself, and how do you maintain balance?
I love being in nature. I enjoy my brisk morning walks. I do wind therapy on a motorcycle, and I love drinking pure water. Sometimes life do get busy and we get overwhelmed sometimes, but it's then that you remember what is your purpose and your calling in life. What is the real reason you were created for?
Caren, you have shared so much of yourself and provided insight to a diagnosis of alopecia that many people are not aware of. I'm sure there's going to be someone in the viewing audience that may have questions for you or want to know more about your platform, The Bald Whisperer. Is there a general website or contact information for those that may have additional questions that you can share?
People can get in contact with me through Facebook or Facebook Messenger. Being in South Africa, that might be the easiest way to get in contact. Otherwise, they can email me, Caren.venter2 That's Caren.venter, VENTER, and the numerical 2 @gmail.com.
It has been such a pleasure to have you on the Main Health Show. You are such a beautiful and sweet soul, and that South African accent I love. Thanks for being here. Everyone, see you again. This is the Main Health Show. Be blessed. Bye-bye. Hi there. Have you heard of alopecia? If you haven't, you are missing out on critical knowledge about a condition affecting millions worldwide. Alopecia is a term used to describe hair loss, which has become a common problem amongst people of all ages and backgrounds. If you or someone you know is dealing with alopecia, then you need to hear this. I have written a book that will change your life titled Alopecia, It's a Thing, Breaking Through the BS or the Belief Systems and How to Overcome the Emotional Struggles Associated with Hair Loss. Now, in this book, I reveal the little known truths about alopecia, including its causes and symptoms and the treatment options available. This book contains practical tips and advice that have helped many sufferers of alopecia reclaim themselves and their confidence. But that's not all. In Alopecia It's a Thing, I share personal stories from people who have gone through the alopecia journey and how they beat the condition to take back their lives. Now, these stories are a testament to the resilience and strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Whether you have been diagnosed with alopecia or know someone who has, this book is the perfect guide to help you navigate your way through the condition. Alopecia It's a Thing was written for everyone. You don't have to be a woman with hair loss to understand this book, but you must have an open mind too. If you're ready to take control of your life and regain your confidence, then Alopecia It's a Thing is the perfect resource for you. Visit my website, alopeciait'sathing.com, and let's journey towards an, if not hairier, but emotionally healthier future together.